Hello all and welcome to this AWS tutorial. In our tutorial today, I will provide a brief overview on IAM role. So what is an IAM role? An IAM role is an IAM identity that has specific set of permissions, right? Just like your user has a specific set of permissions. So an IAM role is similar to an IAM user. But unlike a user, which is associated with one person, a role is intended to be assumed by a user or a service or an application. Right? So what does this sentence say? A user is associated to a particular person, but a role is assumed. That means it's a temporary thing that you just assume for whatever task you want to do, right? And it can be assumed by a user, a service, or an application. So anyone could assume a role. A role does not have credentials like your password or access keys associated with it. So these two lines are absolutely critical. I mean, they could come as an interview question, or they could also come as, one of the questions in your certification, right? As to what is the difference between an AWS user and a role, right? So couple of key differences over here. First, of course, is that a user is associated with a person and a role is to be assumed by a user, service, or an application. That means it has a much wider spectrum. And remember, it needs to be assumed. That means it's temporary in nature. And secondly, it does not have credentials like password or access keys, which are typically associated with a user. So these are the two core differences. When anyone assumes a role, the role provides temporary set of security credentials for that particular role session. That means you've got this specific set of permissions for this particular role session. And that's pretty much it. Once the session is over, those permissions will disappear or will go away. You can use roles to delegate access to users, applications, or services that normally do not have access to your AWS resources. Who can use an IAM role? First, an IAM user in the same AWS account as the role. An IAM user in a different AWS account than the role. A web service offered by AWS such as EC2, or it could be an external user authenticated by an external identity provider, right? Or a service that is compatible with SAML2 or OpenID Connect, or could be a custom built identity broker as well. So in short, it could be an IAM user, whether it's within the same account or a different account, a service like EC2, or it could be an external user. And of course, it could be also assumed by your application or an application running on EC2. Type of roles. AWS service role. This is a role that a service assumes to perform actions in your account on your behalf. Right? So it is basically a role that is assumed by a service and it uses that role to perform actions, right? AWS service role for an EC2 instance. Of course, this is just an extension of this. It is again a service role that an application running on an EC2 instance can assume to perform actions in your account. Of course, it is associated to an EC2 instance. So EC2 instance is assuming this particular role. Application is running on that particular EC2 instance. AWS service linked role. Again, it's a unique type of service role that is linked directly to an AWS service. And finally, you have role for cross-account access. It's a role that grants access to resources in one account to a trusted principal in a different account or another account. That means you have role in one account and resources or users or principals or identities in a different account or a separate account. Now, just earlier we spoke about, that you could use roles to delegate access right here. So let us see what is delegation. Granting of permissions to someone to allow access to resources that you control. That is what is called as delegation. Delegation involves setting up of a trust between two accounts. The first account owns the resource. The second account contains the users that need access to those resources. Okay, so the first account is called as the trusting account. And the second account that contains or has those identities or users is called as a trusted account. Again, this is important, right? This could again come as an interview question or could be one of the questions during your certification exam as well, as to what is a trusting account and what is a trusted account. So the trusting account is the account that owns resources, and the trusted account is the account that contains users that need access to the resources in the trusting account. To delegate permissions to access resources, right, you can create an IAM role in the trusting account that has two policies attached. The permissions policy grants user of the role the needed permissions to carry out the intended task on that particular resource. And finally, remember, it has to have trust between two accounts. So hence, you will also need a trust policy that specifies which is that trusted account and the members of that trusted account that are allowed to assume the specific role. The trusted and the trusting accounts can be any of the following. It could be the same account. It could be two separate accounts in your AWS organization, or it could be two accounts owned by two different AWS organizations. So guys, this was a brief overview on IAM role, right? I will try to create some hands-on labs also around it, but I hope that this is helpful. I have tried and covered some of the key concepts over here. There's another concept called as role chaining. I'll try and create a separate video. If not, just refer to the AWS documentation. But I think this overview should be good enough for you to understand what IAM roles are all about. So that's it from me today, guys. Take care, and I will see you shortly in some other video. Bye-bye.